Hey, how you doing, everybody? So, as I told you before, we're using a different tripod. I situated it a little bit better. I'm getting everything rolling now. Everything's getting moving, so you guys can expect a little bit better. Hopefully, this is more stable, more well done. The just a drop there. There we go. I just want to make sure we're putting out some good videos and this will help. Now, as you see, the Speedway, I know this is completely different than the other one. There is one more that they came out with. This was the first. So, like I told you a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, I said it too, that we would eventually go over the first one. This is my favorite one. So, there's one more after this, and then we'll probably do a different series. I have some stuff in mind, some ideas out there. So, we have a lot of stuff to look at. But before we get into all that, thank you guys so much for all of the comments, all of the likes, and especially for all the subscribes because this builds the channel bigger and bigger. As you can see, the subscriptions going up and up. We're almost at that 1,000. I really, my goal is to hit the 1,000 now. We hit the 500. Now we're moving to the 1,000. So that's my next goal to hit. So if you guys could help me out by subscribing, please, I'd really appreciate it. So like I said, this Speedway, they did a series kind of to, they used to have the Hess trucks. A lot of the Speedways took over the Hess gas stations, at least where I live. So almost all of the Hess were taken over by Speedway. So I guess they did this to replace the Hess truck, which comes out every holiday, and this would come out every holiday. This was the very first one. It was the best one. It honestly was one of the best ones. I think if they would have kept making them like these, it would have been even cooler. But this was remind me vintage Hess truck, but from back in the days and everything. It just had that. As you can see right there, it is a vintage international D2 pickup truck. And you see first in the series, a very short series, and it's a 125 scale die-cast metal. As you can see right there, Speedway says all the same stuff there. A little picture of it right there. You got your vintage. It's got a detailed 1.25 scale die-cast metal cab and body, detailed undercarriage and interior, and opening tailgate, opening doors with interior details. So if you remember back when I did the hearse, that was another one, the 38 hearse. It's very similar to the details and stuff in that. And a lot of people like the hearse, so I'm glad because I know a little bit. Some people are iffy with the hearse, so I was a little bit kind of like, should I do that or not? But it was well received, and thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. All you people are out there that support that type of stuff. Like, it's just a die-cast collectible, to be honest. So, as you can see, it had a cover on it. And then you had all this extra little stuff that came with it you could put in the back. We'll go over that. Well, I guess we could go over that first before we go out over the actual truck. International was an older truck brand, as you all can guess, being that they don't make it no more. But it was an older truck brand. So you had your cooler box, your ice cooler that you put in the back. It does not open. It looks like it does, but it does not open. It'd be really cool if it opened, but it's extremely detailed. You could see the ice over the ice name. And you got the little handle, the little hinges, you got little things right there. So it was really cool. And then you had Speedway Choice. I guess it's supposed to be a drink or something, but it was a little like box. And then you had your little I'm trying to take it out without messing up the plastic too much. You had your little pack of sodas or beer or whatever you want to call it. It said Speedway on it. And it says Speedway Collector Wave. This was so detailed and so cool. Like, this honestly was my favorite. This was my favorite one in the series. And I had such high hopes when this one came out. And not to say the other ones were bad. They were cool too, but this one does hit different. It does really was so cool. Like, look at the details on that. And then you have your little water jugs. They have the Speedway on there too. So that was for the back of the truck. As you can see from the picture, everything does fit in there. So you have It has the kind of red, kind of old school with the little dog dish hook caps on there. You do have some details here, as you can see the engine block. You got your tranny, you got the shaft, you got the exhaust pipe right there. First in the series again there. It was not numbered, but it was the international. Well, I guess that's numbered technically. But, pretty good details on the bottom. In the front, you got your grill and your headlights. The grill's kind of just painted on. It would have been cool if they did it more, authentic. But you do have the lights that come up. You do have the windshield, the over the head windshield wipers right there. The hood does not open. That would be cool too. You have your spare tire over here. You have your filler cap for your gas right there. So it would fill. I think in these, that was the gas right there. In these, I'm not too familiar with them. So you have your back bumper. You got your little license plate. You got the Speedway 2015 when this came out. If I can get it to focus. There we go. And then you have the little, what does that say right there? I gotta just take it off for a second because I can't make it out. I don't know. The convenience store of Speedway over the back of the cab right there. You do have your fold down gate. It does have the little like chains that come down, which is so cool. Like I told you, this was the one, as you can see the doors open. This was the one that gave me such high hopes for the series. Like, honestly, this was 150% the best one. As you can see, you got your steering column, you got your seats, the bench seat, the old school bench seat, you got your shifter in there, you got your little infotainment center. It was just a speedometer, and I guess they had radio, but if this was a work truck, I don't think the work trucks did. You do have a little glove box in there. So you do have some details in there. Even the little back in the day they had those little heater boxes right there for the people driving, but you can see if I could get the shifter to there. You see the gear shifter. It's kind of very old school, kind of like a tractor trailer would, if you would, because that's the work trucks back then. You have your running boards here. Now, this is all metal. This is metal. That's metal. The tailgate's metal. I believe these are plastic. Yeah, all this is plastic. Real rubber tires. It moves so smooth. Very nice movement on it. It moves beautifully. Like, it is such a nice truck. Like I said, this gave me such high hopes for these new trucks. And number one, I don't know why they stopped them. The other ones were cool. Oh, and I forgot your little side mirror there. But the other ones were cool too. But this, like I said, it just hit different. So as you see, the icebox fits in there perfectly. Then you have your little, your little box there. You got your little tray of sodas, and you got your 2 water bottles. I mean, of course, if you move, they're going to bounce around unless you put something to hold them. But it was so cool. You could put down the tailgate, and then you got your little soda on the tailgate hanging there. Really, really nice. Like, the red color. It's out at the holidays. You could put this on display by the Christmas tree or whatnot. It was just really nice. Like I said, the hopes. This is painted too. It's got the old split window. It gave a lot of hopes to the series, and I was really had a lot of expectations. Not to say the other ones with all the lights and everything; those were cool too. They were more of the modern day Hess trucks. This was kind of old school. Plus, it was an international, which is a truck from yesteryear. So it was really cool if you're into vintage vehicles, older vehicles right there. That is just, it's a gorgeous, cool looking truck. And like I said, I had such high hopes for the series. I was really hoping a really amazing series. I would really like if they would bring it back again and they would not redo this, but come out with something that's very similar to this, the old school metal, like detailed replica. Like, that would just hit off the series. So there you have it, people. That is the first in the Speedway. I didn't do them in order. I just did them in a random order just because. But this one was my favorite. I was thinking about saving my favorite to the last, but I was like, no. So there's one more in the series that we'll show next week, and then we'll move on to something else. But thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, I really appreciate you guys, and have a great, great day.